So what's up, everybody? I hope everybody's having a great holiday season. I want to go over some footage that has recently been circulating on how the North Korean troops have been handling themselves, or rather, been getting handled by the Ukrainian army in the Kursk direction. So let's take a look at some of the footage that has been recently circulating. But real quick, if you wouldn't mind hitting like and subscribing, I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, let's jump in. So in November, North Korean troops finally got to the front lines in the Kursk direction. And almost immediately, I am talking like the second they stepped out of that train, they were having issues. Some of them now had access to the internet. So they, of course, got hooked on some adult content, you could say. There was a huge language barrier between them and the Russians. They do not know what the hell each other are saying. So that's another issue. They don't know how to communicate. And what made it even worse is they only had one translator for every 30 Korean troops on the battlefield. So that has got to be a huge headache just with that situation of not being able to communicate. But of course, that is definitely not all the issues that have been going on with the Russians and the North Korean troops in the Kursk direction. Um, the North Korean troops' military tactics are super outdated, and they don't really know how to cope with the Ukrainian drones, which brings us to the reason for this video. So recently, Ukraine's special forces released some footage of a 3-day mission that they did in the Kursk direction, specifically on the North Korean troops. Ukraine managed to eliminate 77 North Koreans, all with FPV drones. But that is definitely not it. In addition to all of that, Ukraine managed to injure 40 extra North Koreans and take out 15 of their vehicles that they use on the front lines. When Ukraine eventually went over all the footage from the FPV drones that were taking out these North Koreans, their tactics that they were using to try and afford these FPV drones, sorry, um, were just useless. Basically, they were trying to, with small arms, they were trying to shoot out these drones out of the sky and stuff, and it just wasn't working out for them. So Ukraine is attributing their high casualties to the fact that their tactics and everything is just completely outdated. So I guess I'll just keep an eye on what else is going to be happening with the North Korean troops. If they're going to learn quick. I put out a different video earlier. I think it was last week, on some of the tactics that the Russians are training on how to avoid being hit by FPV drones. So you might want to check that one out. It's kind of funny because I'm pretty sure it's not going to work at all on the battlefield. Um, and but if you want a good laugh, I mean, definitely check it out. But that's gonna do it for me. I guess I'll see you guys on the next one, and have a good Christmas. See you guys later. Bye.